Good morning, students, my lovely students out there. I hope you're all doing well. We are back once again to the course Pedagogical Content Knowledge in Biology. Now, this time around, we are at session 5 of Unit 1, the last but one session of Unit 1. And then, session 5 of Unit 1, we are going to talk about limitations of improvisation. Okay, limitations of improvisation. Now these are the objectives for the session, okay, under the topic limitations of improvisation. So by the end of the session, or after I've taken you through the session, you should be able to state and explain two limitations of what improvisation, and then you should be able to establish the effect of limitations of improvisation on biology students learning. What will be the effect of the limitation on students what? Learning. Student learning. Now, the limitations, we have several limitations. At this time, we are going to talk about some of them, okay? So we start with limited accuracy. Limited accuracy. So I'm saying that the accuracy of improvised materials will be limited compared to that of the real one. Okay, compared to that of the what? Real one. And this may affect students' learning. This may affect students' what? Learning. So I'm saying that to limit the effect on students' learning, okay, to limit the effect of students' learning, the teacher, should take the students on an excursion, okay, to a place where students can see and touch and then feel the real resources or the material, okay, to boost their what? Confidence, okay. So if the improvised materials will be limited to that of the real one, okay, what the teacher have to do is to take them to a tour, okay, to an excursion, okay, so that students will have a feel or observe the real objects or the real materials you were talking about, okay. So when it happens like that, students are going to what? They are going to learn very well. They will have a feel that, okay, so with the improvised one, say, show to us, so this is the real one, okay. So it means that it will inform students that, okay, so we have real objects that are there, but then because of certain reasons we cannot use them or bring that object to the classroom. So it will make students feel that, okay, what our teacher was saying is what? True. Okay. Now the next point is skills. Skills. With skills, what I'm saying is that skills requires what? Special what? Skills. Students require what? Special skills. So what we are saying is that resourcefulness on the part of the teacher should be very key. Resourcefulness on the part of the teacher should be very what? Key. So teachers require special skills and they also have to be resourceful. You understand? So workshop should be organized for biology teachers to upgrade their skills, their skillness, okay, or their skillfulness, and then prepare them to meet the world, okay, to meet the advancing world, okay. So as teachers, you have to develop your skills, okay. Some teachers have to develop the skills of preparing a formalin, okay. You develop the skill of improvising a material, okay. You develop different kind of skills in order to help you, the teacher, to be resourceful in your teaching, okay. Some teachers are very conserved, okay. They don't like to learn new things. They are always okay with what they have, and all the time they are archaic. I call them archaic students. What do you call it? Archaic teachers. Some teachers are very conserved, okay. They don't like to what do you call it, always, they don't like to find new things, okay? They don't like to look for new things, research into things, add value to themselves. They are always conserved, okay, with what they have. These teachers, they are lazy teachers, okay? So you shouldn't be like them, okay? As a teacher, you always have to research because you are in the field of what? Academia, okay? So all the time there are new things, you have to look into them, okay? And then you add what you don't have to your existing knowledge, okay? So you are building yourself, you are developing your skills, you are becoming resourceful, you are being very, very important, a key personality in your school. So when you do these things, it is going to help you as a teacher. Okay. Now we will look at these limitations too. Extra time. Extra time. When I say extra time, what comes in mind is football. Extra time. By this time, it's not extra time in football. It's about extra time as a limitation for improvisation. Okay. Now demands extra time for planning and execution. Indeed, this is a limitation. Improvisation demands extra time for planning and execution. So I'm saying that biology teachers should be motivated to improvise teaching materials to make the teaching and learning of biology interesting and effective. Okay, so the school should motivate teachers, biology teachers. They should motivate them because they have to find extra time somewhere. Okay, find extra time somewhere in order to improvise a material. Okay, so teachers should be what? Motivated. Okay, the problems of inadequate teaching materials, large class size, coupled with the need to teach biology in an activity-oriented way has made the need for improvisation more difficult and more glaring and more compelling. And then you, the teacher, you find yourself so stranded because of large class size, okay, because inadequate materials. All these things coupled with class teaching, other activities, so you, the teacher, you need an extra time, okay? So you inform your HOD, okay, that this is what is happening, and therefore the school has to motivate us in order to find time, okay, to improvise. What do you call it? Other materials which are not available. Improvise other materials which are not available to help students understand a particular what concept. Now the next point we are talking about substitution for resources. Substitution for resources. Now with this point, I'm saying that resources, when I say resources, I'm talking about materials and what equipment. Resources should be improvised to serve as substitutes to the real ones. Hence, much is expected from the biology teacher in this regard. So substitution for resources is a limitation, okay? It's a limitation. So you, the biology teacher, we expect much from you, okay? So you have to try your best as a teacher to be able to substitute for a standard material which is not available, okay, or which is not in stock. You should be able to do that. Okay, so we've come to the end of this session, and then we have to review what we've learned. So in reviewing what we've learned, I want you to discuss this question. Okay, you discuss the question. So I'm saying state and explain two limitations of improvisation. State and explain two limitations of improvisation. Question 2. What will be the effect of improvisation limitation on the biology students' learning? What will be the effect? Okay, so you have to be able to know the effect. So discuss this question on any available e-learning platform. Okay, discuss among yourselves and then find concrete solution to that.